Hello, Mr. Eldridge. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I see you've brought your granddaughter with you, and that's not a problem at all. We'll just work around her, and if she needs anything, just let me know, okay? Let's go ahead and start with the kitchen presentation board right here. As you can see, we've got the kitchen layout nice and open for you and to accommodate seating. There is all LED lighting in the home, so super energy efficient. All the furniture, as you can see, has been selected is with sustainably harvested wood. We've got natural materials such as quartz countertop, which is sustainable, the cabinetry also sustainable, as well as the finishes. The floors have all been chosen because of their durability, as well as their composite flooring. And then the appliances are all Energy Star rated at the highest level so that you can save the most energy over the long term. Let's talk about a little bit more about the actual project, just to make sure that all bases are covered at this point and that we're on the same page. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is sort of why we picked the finishes and the products that we did. As you know, the number one goal was to be sustainable, as well as to consider a nearly net zero lot. So we looked at several different lots based on their location in the urban setting, that they were near transportation and other public services such as libraries, schools, restaurants, shopping, so that you could use your different transportation instead of just vehicles such as buses and walking, and then if there's a metro nearby. They were also selected because of the actual landscape of the lot, the terrain, which allows us to position the house so that we can use passive solar design as a key element to help heat and cool the home more efficiently. So on this first lot we looked at, there's the floor plan that we went based on the house that you selected, which most of the living space was on the main level of this ranch style home, but you do have the option to expand down to the basement if you need to for additional space for when your children visit from out of state with their grandchildren.
Excellent.
And then some of the other things that we looked at was potentially existing wooded areas in the lot, and the least amount that we could affect the existing layout of the piece of land so that you get to keep the natural effect with the least amount of damage. And we've also looked at trying to harvest the water to use in that landscape. So Pine Run lot was one of the first we looked at. As you can see by the house layout there, it would be situated at an angle. It would be completely doable, but we thought that with all the extra wooded that we would actually use some of the passive solar design. On Ridgewood lot, as you can see, the house eats up a majority of the lot, which isn't necessarily a problem. And the sun porch would be faced south, and then that's an ideal location for the passive solar design. But I think we discounted that one since it was just a little too far from the amenities that you were seeking. So in the end, we went ahead and went with, and then there's the terrain lot. The Ridgewood lot ended up being the one that we selected because it's two double lots, which gave you enough space without being excessive. And there's the CAD layout right there on the lot. And you can see how trees planted to the north will offer you some shade and some wind protection during the colder months. And then the sunroom is faced south, so it will absorb as much energy as possible and add additional living space. Do you have any questions to me regarding so far what you've seen? And
No, I don't.
is there anything that you think that I should modify or change or take into account that hasn't been addressed up till now?
No, it all looks good.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time, and we'll be in contact soon.
All right, thank you.